Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My topic is identity production of TikTok followers. It's not users. I changed it for
Followers.
Yeah, followers of elderly TikTok celebrity in China's short video industry. So today I have four main comments to introduce. The first one, introduction. Second, literature review. And third one, methodology, and fourth one is references.
Sorry, I didn't catch the title again. Tell me
the title.
Again, just a quick one.
Yeah, identity production of TikTok followers of elderly TikTok celebrity in China's short video industry.
Yes.
Okay, focus on followers.
Yes.
Okay, and introduction. So, according to the latest statistical report on China's internet development, as of December 2022, the number of Chinese internet users had reached 1.067 billion, of which 99.8% accesses the internet via mobile phones. Among them, 1.012 billion are video clip users on major network audiovisual platforms such as iQIYI, Tencent Video Youku, and Mango TV, and short video platforms such as TikTok and Kuaishou, according for 94.8% of all internet users. And here is my research background. The rapid growth of China's short video industry has provided new opportunities for the elderly to engage in social networking, content creation, and entertainment. Elderly celebrities on TikTok have gained significant followings, sharing their experiences, wisdom, and cultural traditions. One is my important theory is Guy Debord's concept of the spectacle describes a society dominated by mass media and corporate constructed images, where social relations are mediated by these representations. So, in the context of TikTok, elderly celebrities become part of this spectacle, contributing to and reflecting societal values, societal values and norms. While much research focus on younger celebrities, there is a lack of studies examining elderly celebrities and their impact on social media. Videos posted by elderly celebrities on TikTok represent the mediated identity production of the elderly group, sometimes deviating from and at other times mirroring their real voices. These videos carry deep-seated anxieties over issues of aging, gender, social class, inequality, and discrimination. The rapid expansion of China's short video industry has enabled the elderly to express themselves, gain popularity, and influence a large audience on platforms like TikTok. So this study aims to explore how followers perceive the short video content created by elderly TikTok celebrities and how this perception influences the followers' identity production. So next slide. Here's my research objectives and research questions. The question one, what are the general identity patterns of elderly celebrities represented on TikTok? So this question has to determine the identity production of contents created by elderly celebrities. So the question two, what is the identity production situation of followers of elderly celebrities on TikTok? So that question means to investigate and analyze the current state of identity production among followers of elderly influencers on TikTok. So next question is, how do elderly celebrities on TikTok interact with the identity production of their followers? So that is to explore and understand the ways in which elderly celebrities on TikTok engage with and influence the identity production process of their followers. So the fourth one, what is the path of identity production for followers of elderly celebrities on TikTok? This to delineate, delineate and examine the specific pathways and processes through which followers of elderly influencers on TikTok construct their identities. The last question is, what impact does the social responsibility of the elderly celebrity content creation have on the identity production of followers? So the last question is to examine the identity production of followers in relation to their social responsibility of the content of elderly TikTok celebrities. This study holds significant value in multiple domains. So the first one is aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of the digital identity production processes among elderly TikTok celebrities, an area that has been largely neglected in media studies and aging research. By focusing on marginalized group in the digital age, this research sheds light on the complexities and nuances of their online representations and the real-life implications. It will offer insights into the economic, social, and cultural mechanisms driving the elderly spectacle culture on TikTok, contributing to the broader discourse on media representations, ageism, and digital inclusion. Moreover, the second one, the study fills a significant gap in the current literature by focusing on an underexplored demographic in the digital media space. By understanding the mediated identity production of elderly celebrities, the research also aims to challenge stereotypes and offer more nuanced view of aging in contemporary society. This can foster greater inclusivity and representation in media portrayals of the elderly, influencing both public perception and policy development. So here is part 2, my literature review. And the rise of social media has provided a platform for diverse voices, including elderly influences who challenge traditional age-related stereotypes. Studies show that elderly individuals actively participating in social media platforms like TikTok create content that resonates with their experiences and cultural backgrounds. So Hanif, next slide, thank you. And the concept of identity construction in digital spaces has been extensively explored, with theories suggesting that social media platforms provide a unique environment for self-presentation and identity experimentation. For elderly celebrities, TikTok offers a space to express their identities beyond societal expectations of aging. Next slide, Ali. And I searched for the modern theory of the guide boards in 2021. The concept of the Society of the Spectacle provides a critical framework for understanding the mediated identities of elderly TikTok celebrities. According to the board, modern society is dominated by images and spectacles, where social relationships are mediated by representations rather than direct experiences. So the last slide of literature review. Yes. And by examining both the content created by these influencers and the perceptions of their followers, this study seeks to provide a comprehensive understanding of how elderly individuals navigate and influence the digital landscape, thus challenging existing stereotypes and broadening the scope of media studies. And the third part is my methodology. And here's first research design. I choose the qualitative research. And this research is a methodological approach that focuses on understanding phenomena from a contextual and holistic perspective. It is particularly suited for exploring complex social processes and human behaviors, offering rich, detailed insights that quantitative methods may not capture. So in this study, a qualitative approach is employed to delve into the identity construction of followers of elderly celebrities on TikTok. By using qualitative research, this involves conducting semi-structured interviews and thematic content analysis to uncover the nuanced ways in which these celebrities shape and impact their followers' identities. Hanif, next slide, thank you. And by focusing on qualitative methods, this research aims to provide a comprehensive and nuanced understanding of mediated identity production of elderly TikTok celebrity and their followers, contributing valuable insights and the fields of media studies, aging research, and digital culture. So the semi-structured videos is about total 40 interviews, and the thematic content analysis is focused on top 20 elderly celebrity accounts. So the next slide, and the research participants the study involves. So on the semi-structured interview, and I separate two primary groups of participants. One is elderly TikTok celebrities and their followers. So the first part, elderly celebrities are selected from top 20 TikTok celebrity accounts, chosen based on their popularity and diverse content. Criteria for selection include being aged 65 and above, active engagement on TikTok, and a significant follower base. So this is the first one. About slide, honey. Yeah, this one. So include being aged 65 and above, active engagement on TikTok, and a significant follower base. The selected celebrities range in age from 65 to 85 years and include both male and female celebrities to ensure a balanced perspective. Their content varies widely, covering lifestyle, health, cultural traditions, and personal anecdotes. So the next slide, second participants is the followers. This group includes 20 followers who actively engage with the celebrities' content through comments, likes, and shares. The followers range in age from 18 to 65 years. representing both male and female perspectives. The diverse demographic of followers includes younger individuals who appreciate the wisdom and the experience of the elderly celebrities, as well as middle-aged followers who find the relatable content in their posts. So the recruitment process of elderly celebrities involves identifying popular accounts through TikTok search and trending features, followed by initial content via TikTok's messaging and formal invitations. Followers are identified through engagement metrics on the celebrities' posts, and invitations are sent via direct message accompanied by consent forms that explain the study's purpose and confidentiality measures. So next slide. And for semi-structured interview, all the participants will receive detailed information about the study, ensuring their voluntary participation and the right to withdraw at any time. Confidentiality will be maintained by anonymizing participants' identities in all reports and publications. Additionally, all collected data will be securely stored and only accessible to the research team, ensuring data security and participant privacy. And each interview will last between 30 and 60 minutes. With permission of the study participants, the interviews will be videotaped and later transcribed verbatim. The selection of diverse and engaged participants ensures a comprehensive understanding of the identity construction process influenced by elderly TikTok celebrities. This diversity helps capture a wide range of experiences and perspectives, thereby enhancing the study's validity and reliability. So, the last part is data analysis. The data analysis for this study involves a systematic and comprehensive approach to understanding the identity production processes influenced by elderly TikTok celebrities. The primary methods of analysis include thematic analysis and content analysis, facilitated by the use of invaluable software. Initially, all collected data, including interview transcripts, videos, and survey responses, will be imported into Enviable and for organization and preliminary examination. The use of Enviable allows for efficient coding and categorization of qualitative data, making the analysis transcript and accessible to other researchers. So the last one, the thematic analysis will be employed to identify, analyze, and report patterns within the data. This method involves coding the data to highlight significant themes related to identity construction, social influence, and the representations of the elderly on TikTok. The themes will be developed inductively from the data, ensuring that they accurately reflect the participants' experiences and perspectives. This approach allows for a deep understanding of how elderly influences shape their own identities and those of their followers through their content and interactions. So next, last part is my references. So that's all.
All right. Before I proceed, I understand that a number of you like to, to make the presentation as well, then put supervision, including Yefeng as well. Right? You're saying that you want to, have supervision with me. So the aim is actually to have. When I usually do supervision, we do, not just sufficient, we do deep supervision, so it becomes effective and not shallow and so that's why we take time to take time, so and I told Hanif this and discussing with Hanif that even though we slot then you 2, 3, sometimes 4. We cannot guarantee that we will be able to cover all.
Yes.
But we can do our best to make sure it happens. So I kind of extended the time yesterday, so that the afternoon we cover as well. Today we're doing that as well. So we can schedule it. Yesterday we do it yesterday. If we can't, we then continue today. If we can't, we have to find another day to do it, right?
Yes.
So maybe tomorrow, next week. So you need to be patient to get your slot in, for the supervision. Yeah, I understand that. And now, you want to have who else? Yours is after. I think the other day, Chimin also. Remember Chimin?
Yeah, Chimin, but she didn't text me at all.
She did, right? A long time ago, she said she wanted
before
to.
she went back to China.
So I said, communicate with you. So, but we do remind the group, right? Whoever wants to communicate with you. So we got a centralized thing. So Hanif is arranging it. And then, as I said before, Hanif is also, using his judgment to. Tadi kami so we got to give tadi, and then Raji has just submitted the whole thing, and he actually has gone beyond his time. So Raji is now in the grace period.
Emergency.
He has been terminated, basically. Terminated, right? So now he's in the grace period. So he has gives the candidate's grace period, but within that grace period, you need to register and immediately submit. There's no more
Extension.
There's no more extension. Okay, all right. I can see that you have made improvement, Jonathan, since last time. All right. There's a number of things I like to understand and I like to consider and incorporate into your. You haven't done your proposal yet, defense. You haven't. Yes. Haven't. Okay. So let's make that happen. Okay. Let's go to your research questions. I have questions about your research questions. It's always about research questions, right? Right. So research question. I just like to understand what you mean by identity production. What do you have in mind? What is it that you want to? What kind of data you want to collect? What kind of findings are you looking for? Identity production.
Yes.
What do you have in mind? How
to make identity production.
Yeah. So how would you define identity production?
Yeah. It's called sometimes people on the internet the images or videos they show is maybe not the person or not the real characteristics in their real lives.
You're talking about followers too, right?
Yeah, followers. Yeah. So what makes followers on the internet to build their identities is impacted by their elderly celebrities, because elderly celebrities is post videos or post their spirits and post their daily routines, and then the followers looked at videos, and then they think they might be the same one who can post on the videos. So sometimes the followers maybe imitate the behaviors posted by the elderly celebrities.
Okay. Right. So the phrase you use is identity production situation, right? Okay.
Yes.
Identity production.
Situation. Yes.
Situation.
That's right.
So when you say situation, then it is broader than identity production. So what is my identity production situation can also mean what is my situation. You know what I mean? What's my family situation? What's my financial situation? So what is the situation where they are in when they are producing their identity, right? But maybe that's not what you meant, right? You are not looking at their surrounding situation, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're actually focusing on identity production itself, right?
It's enough.
Yeah, am I right? Not the situation. So the situation would be, like I said, the family situation.
Okay.
I have my
So just focus on identity production.
I have, 2 weeks from now, I have my Viva. That's a situation too. That's a situation too, right? Something like that. I gotta go back to Jakarta. So that's another situation. So these are, I think we omit that one so that it doesn't complicate your data collection. You just focus on that.
Okay.
Now, I'm just asking you to so that I can understand what you're looking for, and also to have clarity on your research question. So when you say identity production, right? What is the identity production of followers of elderly celebrities on TikTok? You want to also see identity production of the followers, or you want to see whether you're going to interview the followers, right? To find out their identity production. So you're not doing observation, you're not doing those things, right?
Yes.
No,
I do the interview.
Just an interview. That's the part that you're doing. Okay, good. Keeping it clean that way, keeping it specifically. So, and again, we will talk about identity production. In this context, you are looking at identity production vis-a-vis elderly celebrities on TikTok, right? In relation to, right, whether they see, whether they perceive there is a connection of their identity with the elderly celebrities.
The question 3?
Now it's still on question number 2 now. What is the identity
number
production? So now suppose you remove situation now, right? So what is the identity production of followers of elderly celebrities of TikTok? Thank you. I need to always pay attention. Right? So suppose you omit situation. So now you're looking at identity production of followers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you are specific about identity production. You're talking about identity production in the context of the influence of the possible influence, right?
Yeah, possible influence, or just the impact.
Or impact, or some.
Yeah.
There's some. So you want to see whether there is a connection between, whether there's a connection between the followers' identity production and the fact that they are followers of the elderly celebrities. Am I right?
Excuse me.
So, for instance, I'm a follower of Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is a
Yes.
elderly celebrity right now. I think he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
He's,
Yes, definitely.
Huh?
Something I think.
Okay, okay. He's also the hair guy now, so
Yeah.
Trying his hair too, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he's also a hair guy.
Just like the motivation.
And then, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So suppose I'm a follower of Jackie Chan, right? So you want to ask me, you know, your identity production, your identity, right?
Yeah.
You see any connection between you and Jackie Chan, you being a follower of Jackie Chan's TikTok, right? Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's what this is. Yeah. And the more I'm involved in Jackie Chan's TikTok, right?
Yeah, the more.
Possibly
Yes.
the more, and I would debate. No. Jackie Chan is better than Jet Li. Jackie Chan actually is very good. Something like that. Or he's better than Bruce Lee, or it's not better than Bruce Lee, or their style is the same. No, and then I will comment on people. People say I hate Jackie Chan. I say no. Jackie Chan is very good.
Also happened.
Those things happen, right? People tend to defend their haters, they are also followers and all that, right? And that happens a lot also, right? Especially for those hardcore followers and believers of that, right? So you want to see whether those interactions, right, contribute to the identity production.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I just want to follow the logic of your thinking, so that this research were within the scope of your research, right? So, for instance, I'm a follower of Jackie Chan. But, for instance, right?
Yes.
But I'm also an admirer of Xi Jinping. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Also followers.
I'm not a follower, but I'm just an admirer of Xi Jinping, right?
Well,
let me go further than that. I'm an admirer of Mao Zedong.
Yes.
Okay, right. I'm admirer of Mao Zedong.
Admire. Yeah.
As an admirer, right? And I'm so admired. So I will study Chinese history. I'll study Cultural Revolution. I'll study his thoughts, his thinking patterns.
Yes.
His books, his write-ups. And I see that one day I'd like to be like Mao Zedong.
I like to be.
You know what I mean? And I start dressing up like him.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? And then people above me and people wave me. I do this. You know? For instance, like that.
Yes.
Or I'm just showing that. So my identity is also shaped by Mao Zedong now, right? But I'm also Jackie Chan follower, right? So my identity production right now could be influenced by Mao Zedong, but I can also be influenced by Jackie Chan, right?
Yes.
But you're not interested to see this connection, right, with me and Mao Zedong, right? You're not interested to see that, right?
Yeah.
You're interested to see my connection with Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah, just
the connection. Okay, right. So that is where you want to craft your research question so that that problem doesn't occur during the Viva, where people would attack you from that point. You see my point? You see what I'm saying? So you want to see, for instance, you want to ask the followers, is there a connection? Do you see a connection between your identity, and then you define what identity is, the way of thinking, the way of speaking, the way of whatever dressing, with the celebrity that you follow? See?
I have to.
You want the channel? You just want to scope it that way.
Yeah, I should focus on that.
You should focus on that way, because identity production can be many different people that they role model after, right?
Yeah.
Their own father, their uncle, whatever. Again. So the question should be rephrased, right? If I may suggest to you, right now, do the followers see a connection between their identity with the elderly celebrities of TikTok, whom they are followers to?
Okay.
Yeah. And then we will rephrase the research question again. Thank you, Hanif. I need time to meet earlier.
Oh, that is more logical.
Right? Okay, yeah. Do the followers see a connection between their identity and the celebrities and the elderly celebrity TikTok whom they are followers to? And mine is a bit lengthy, but you can improve the wording, yeah?
Yeah.
But you get the point there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Followers.
So it could be yes and no, maybe not, to what extent, right?
Yeah.
So you can then
Yeah,
or
maybe
not.
yes or why,
Yeah.
or which situation you can find.
Yes, yes.
Which, yeah.
So let's improve the language a bit, Hanif. Instead of do, then the answer will be yes and no. To what extent? To what extent do the followers see a connection between their identity with the elderly, right? So it's simple. If I'm a hip hop guy,
A hip hop guy.
I'm a hip hop,
Yeah.
right? My clothing are hip hop style, right?
Yes.
I cannot be hip hop style and then I'm an opera singer, right? You know, like that, right?
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
If I'm a Islamic religious nasheed, over here called nasheed, the gospel music, right? The Pizarro and all this. So, and the way I sing, I cannot do hip hop. That's right.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
I cannot do this if this is like hip hop, right? The way I sing, I'll be like this.
Kindly and
Gently,
gently.
right? Yeah. If I'm a rocker, the way I sing, the way I walk will be different too.
Yes.
Right? I'll be a rocker, and then my hair will be longer. Right? I might have something tied on my head like that. Right? I'm a rocker, so identity, right?
Okay. Cannot do that. Yeah.
The hip hop will have the jeans will be slightly below the butt. or
So
something.
big.
Right?
Maybe on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you cannot be
Yeah.
with palm hair, right?
Yes.
Palm, right? You know the head, you know,
Yeah.
palm hair, and then I'll be a hip hop. It's like what you know, you're a trader to hip hop, right?
Yes.
So this you see the point now, right? So you want to see the identity formation, right? Identity production.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis that, right? Basically, that's the essence of what you study, right?
Okay.
Okay, so when you ask the question, you want to ask the question that is streamlined, that is specific to the connection with the celebrity. Okay, right? We get that one, right? So so that is your research question number 2. How do elderly celebrity TikTok interact with the identity production of the followers? Here, I'm not sure what you mean. Research question number 3. How do the elderly celebrities on TikTok interact with the identity production? When you say interact with, or what do you mean there? Or you want to say it differently?
Because I focus on the followers' identity protection. So some posts or some comments posted by the followers on that. Maybe the celebrities will reply them and to interact with their followers.
Okay.
And sometimes the one sentence could make the followers have changed, or sometimes they let's talk about the concert of Zhang Xueyou.
Okay.
It's really interesting about when that singer opened the concert, and some of his followers will to watch that concert, and then the interesting thing is the police will wait on that concert. 演唱会是吧？是 concert, yeah. Wait at the concert and to catch them.
Catch.
To
Catch them, catch the
criminals. Yeah, but some criminals. Some criminals is also the followers of that famous singer, and the famous singer is the elderly celebrity. It's really interesting on the Weibo, and many times the criminals the last wishes is wants to
Meet the-
their singers, and once after they meet watch the singers, and they
They
are
go to
called
jail.
by the police,
Go.
and the police just wait in front of the concert.
So our
hall.
police station is impossible to close
It's
at
impossible.
10.
Yes. So
After.
that is why I choose
The concert finishes at 12.
It's really interesting, and
Okay.
it's happened on 2022, I think, 2022 or
recently, yeah.
2021, and it's happened all over the year.
Okay.
When that singer, Zhang Xuyu, is opening concert, and
The criminal.
yeah, the criminal, and the
the
police,
suspect, yeah.
and the police had to, police just wait and catch the castle.
Okay, all right. So you're looking at how what kind of interaction, yeah? Yeah. What type of interaction? Am I right? Now, maybe let's rephrase this one. Instead, how do you interact with identity? What type of interactions do the TikTok elderlies? Am I right? What do you call them again? Celebrity. What do you call them?
Celebrities.
Elderly celebrity.
Elderly celebrities.
Can we call them TikTok elderly celebrity? So that it's shorter. TEC. TikTok elderly celebrity.
Oh.
I mean, you can change it later. It's not a big thing for me, but it's easier. TEC. TikTok elderly celebrity. What type of interaction?
It's a great show.
Huh?
Great
This
show.
is just
TEC.
this interaction to the TikTok elderly celebrity. Engage in with the followers. Can we say that? Is that okay?
Yeah, I can see that.
But when I'm not, you can say. Can,
Yeah,
can we say that? Can we say that? Is that okay if we say that?
Yes.
Alright? Yeah?
What type of interaction?
So you can look at the interaction, you can say, well, it's just they put a smiley face, in the TikTok, I don't know in TikTok what you do. An emoji. Right?
Yes.
The celebrities put emoji there.
Emoji.
Good, or something
Yeah,
like that,
someone
or like, or emoji, or say, thank you for commenting, or something like that, right? So the different types of
Even
interaction.
though, thank you.
Yeah.
He responded me.
Yeah.
Just really crazy.
Yeah.
On the internet.
You
The-
tell
the-
your cousins and your
Yeah.
mother and
The netizens in China is really strong. Dramatically here.
well, fans, they're called fans, right?
Yeah.
Fan is a short form for fanatics.
Yeah.
Fanatics, crazy. Fanatics. So you can look at the type of interaction as well, and then you see this is a type of interaction. Is that what you are? Is that okay for research question number 3?
I think explore
What type of interaction?
what type of
Yeah. So
yeah, explore.
okay. Yeah. So this
so
is
step by step.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
To deep.
Go ahead,
deeply
go
into
ahead.
the.
What are types?
Yeah. So what type? So actually there's an S there, but it's fine. So, but this is also important thing, right? You're only interested in looking at online interaction, right? Are you
Online
looking
video platform.
at the interaction itself?
Yes.
Only online, right?
Yes.
If the elderly somehow, the TEC somehow go to Double D and have lunch with the you're not looking at that,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not
Okay.
looking at
Just
focus on
online. Okay, so you need to type in online too. And he's already sleepy, getting up. So I'm in the same boat.
Because of football.
Huh? Not just handle me too, but that's why I have a very cold water here so I can wash my face. You know what happens when hold the face with cold water? Right? The blood rushes to the face.
Yes.
There's a reaction. It's called the drowning effect. The
Drowning.
Drown. It's like
Drowning.
Yes, it's a similar to drowning effect. It's like when you drown, the blood will suddenly rush out.
Yes.
So it's there's a reaction there. Okay, let's see there. So your findings will be, well, they say this, they will say that, they put emoji, they kind of thing, right? Okay.
Yes.
Where is it? Okay, let's go deeper than that question, right? Now this question is only a one-way interaction, right? So what type of interaction with the online internet engage with? Engage with that, and there's no in there. Alright, so here to make sure that this is capturing not just one way, it can also be two ways. So so what type of interaction the listener engage with the followers? So it could be the follower says something, right?
Yes.
Sorry, so the TEC says something,
Yes.
or do something,
Yes.
right? Or do something like video or say something, and then the follower says, "Oh, very nice, very beautiful,"
Yes.
whatever. And then the TEC respond back. So that's one type, right? Or it could also be the follower says something, but usually it's the TECs do something first, right? Yeah.
Maybe sometimes maybe the followers wants the TEC to do something, and another time, another day
They respond.
they respond for a video.
Right.
Yeah, they
Right.
respond for
So it's a follow up from
yes.
from okay. So that can be captured here too, right? Right. So it can be captured, right, with this question. It can be answered.
Yeah, interaction is double ways. Two ways.
So safe. So what is the now? This is the part that I'm not very sure what you mean by this is question number 4. So this is okay. This is okay. This is the 4.
What did I mean? I just means because the question 2 and the question 3, I want the deeper one, and the first one is find the followers' identity production, and when they build their identities on TikTok, in the TEC's videos, under the TEC's videos, yeah, and then they find how to interact with, and the last ways is what patterns, just the specific pathways, what makes them on TikTok and
Can we just omit this question? Because it will come up from your analysis.
yes,
Right? The pathway or whatever you want to draw or analyze, conclude from it, will come from your analysis. You see if there's a path or multiple paths,
yes,
right?
yeah, multiple.
Otherwise, you've got to explain what I don't know what this really means, and you can construct from this question, you can lead to this question, this answer, right?
Maybe the question 4 is to just determine the specific process.
Yeah.
Specific process.
Yeah.
And the details. Maybe to define the details.
Which can be an outcome of your analysis of this one. Right. When you analyze the interaction.
Yeah,
You
interaction.
find the process.
And after the interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the identity, how to change their minds or anything else.
So here we have the type of interaction, right? It can be emoji, non-emoji, smile, not smile,
Yeah.
respond, not respond, the frequency of interaction.
Yeah, because
right?
the changing is not the
One line, linear or multilinear, right? They can
yeah,
be,
it's not instant things.
Not
It's
instant.
it's a long time.
Yes,
it's a long
yes.
time. So the first the followers what extend to the followers, like the first question, see connection. Yeah, see connection. They the question two. They sometimes they find the connection.
They find
and
the
then
connection.
they interact with the TCs,
Yes.
and the TCs sometimes respond them, and the interaction is built.
Yes.
And then maybe some tricks. Some moments they with a long time interaction, and they at some moment they change their behaviors or they change their identity.
Yes.
In that way.
Okay.
So that's what I expressed on the
In question number 4.
Yeah, question number
Okay, what I'm going to suggest to you is to just flip this one to the other one there. This one should go up, this one should go down.
Oh.
Right?
Oh. So first to make interaction.
Yeah.
And then they will find some connection.
Connection vis-a-vis the identity.
Oh, okay.
Right? There can be interaction, but they say, well, is this normal? Is this
Just normal.
I just go to, I just go to Bumblebee, I interacted with the waiter there.
Yeah.
So impact on my identity,
Yeah.
I have lunch with the person, and there's no. And if I even go 10 times, there's no impact on my identity.
Yeah.
I don't see any identity production from the interaction,
Yes.
The only thing that I'm a customer is that kind of thing. It's no deep connection there, right? So you shift this one, but but this one you see the type of interaction. This one you see whether there is a connection that is attached to the relationship here, right? So that can be question number 3, right?
Yes.
So for me, I see the number 4 can be analysis from here.
Analysis.
Analysis, right? Analysis. So the process can what happened in the interaction. You can analyze the interaction based on frequency, based on the type of interaction, based on the linearity or multiple interaction. Maybe 3 or 4 person communicate at the same time to the comment, and then there's a reply to the reply to the reply. I don't know how TikTok works. Maybe that's how. Can you do a reply to reply to?
Yeah.
You
Can do that.
So you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can do that. So you want to that will be the process.
Yes, that will be the process.
One by one.
One by one.
One by one type of the process. So,
Yes.
so that is a analysis. There will be analysis, yeah. There will be analysis of the type of interaction. The process will be analysis of type of interaction. Okay. So I'm suggesting that you just omit this one, because this one will be in your analysis later on. Right? Number 4. So where's the part of editing progression? Okay.
So I don't. I don't need the.
We don't need it, but we can replace with another question, right? We can replace with another question.
Yes.
I think what you are interested in, based on what you say, is that you want to see what is the connection between the interaction and the identity that you form. Right.
Yes.
Right. So there's an interaction, right? And so I interact with Pizarro, 10 times, 20 times, and then 100 times a day. I become a stalker now, right? Right? I stalk Pizarro, 100 times Pizarro will reply, but he's like also, he was replying also. He's like a reverse stalker, right? Because he's also interacting with me and all that. Right? So and then I said, well, there is a connection. And so whenever there's a connection between me and this celebrity, and then you want to know what is the connection, right? You say there is a connection, maybe because this question says now, To what extent do the followers see a connection, right?
Yeah. Just to see, but
you
not.
see, now you want to get them to explain the connection.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You want to get them to explain the connection, right? So follow up from this one. Now this one will become question number 3 now, right? What meaning? How do they explain the connection? How do the followers?
The question 4 is how do.
What explanations do the followers give to the connection, or how do they explain the connection? So under how you explain the connection, or what explanation do they give? What explanation do they give to the connection?
How do the followers explain the
okay.
connection?
Yeah, can you get that? And then what connections do they what explanations do they use to explain what?
What explanations?
Simply put, how do they explain the connection, right? Or what explanations do they give to the connection? What explanations do they give to the connection? What explanations do they give to the connection? So they will say, well, this is where your interview question you come in. You say, you've been interacting. I've been interacting with Pizarro 100 times. Does it affect you? Does it not affect you? What is there something that impacting you? Right? So this will come from your interview questions, but the connection, the how is it connected is explained by the followers. You got it?
A little bit.
So now the research question number 2, which talks about the interaction. Right? The types of interaction. Interaction. Research question number 3. Whether there is a connection to identity, right? But sub question to that is, how do they explain this connection? Explanation. So the followers explanation of the connection. So you say, what are the followers explanation of the connection? Right? Okay. So you let the followers explain what the connection is. So too much limelight, too much attention. So there you'll see the connection. Right?
Yes.
Which is actually question number 5. What impact does the social
Water.
social responsibility the content creation have on the identity production of followers? There?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Which is an impact question.
Yeah.
But then if without asking the impact question,
Yeah.
because you get it from the explanation.
Yes.
But in an interview you can ask, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
interview.
So you get
That is interaction.
If I'm a TikTok elderly celebrity, I'll ban you from my fan base. You block and ban. There's also interaction.
Yeah, also interaction. Also have that.
Also interaction, also the impact now. So now I become a hater. I open a new account.
Oh yeah.
A new account.
Yeah.
I attack you now,
Yeah.
right? So okay, you get the one. This is the revision. Can you see the revision? So there can be revision. Now there are 2 other things I want to bring into your research, right? Which is this one, which is the social responsibility, right? Okay, so sub to the question of what explanation do the followers In this one, sorry, I'm also thinking when giving the feedback to what are the followers' explanation to the connection of the connection to the celebrities, to the TSC. What are the followers' explanations of the connection to the celebrities? If you're not sure, it's just AI this question to come up with the better question. Better phrasing. So as I told you all, it's okay to use AI as long as it's your work and let AI improve your work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can don't ask AI to write the article. You write the article, right, and get AI to improve it. It's fine. Right?
Okay.
It's sensitive. So AI becomes an assistant. It's not asking the AI to do the job, but improving your work is fine. Okay. So the other two things I want to bring into your research, which is this one. Okay, you have this one, which is important. The socially responsible.
Yeah, last
okay.
time you told me to add the social responsibility.
Good. This will bring your research, Jonathan, to a level that's deeper and more meaningful. Otherwise, it's going to be like a general research about
simple one.
Yeah, simple and a general research about TikTok, elderly celebrity. But here you're not just looking at that one. You're also asking the question, which is a sub question, right? To question number question number 3, right? Question number 3. I forgot the name of it.
Oh.
This is question number 4.
This one.
Four.
Yeah, this is 4.
Oh, okay. Question number 4.
And the last one 5.
Yeah. So it's a sub question. Where is this? What impact does the social responsibility have? Okay. What impact? Instead of impact, you ask what explanation does the social impact? What explanation? Because here you want to, the answers will come from the followers, not from you, right?
Yes.
Right?
Answers come
from followers.
followers.
Okay. So what impact? What impact does the what impact does the social response? Okay, this make it simple. According to the followers.
What?
According to the followers, what impact does the social responsibility of the elderly celebrity content creation have on their identity production followers? Perfect.
Just add the according to followers in the first. In the front.
Yeah.
In the front.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have the idea of social responsibility there. The second one is the one I've mentioned to you all, to incorporate into your research, which is the policy imperative, right?
Policy imperative.
Policy dimension. Yeah.
You told before.
Yeah, we told. So now you want to have a question to ask: what do the followers, and you also interviewing the TECs, right?
Yeah.
What are their views of the policy of social media in China?
What are
their views?
What are their views about the social
media policy?
Social media policy.
Yeah. Ask the. So what are the TEC and the followers' views of the China's policy? What are the, add another one there. What are the TEC and the followers' views of China's not TikTok,
China's social
media policy? Right.
So the views, TEC and followers.
Yeah.
And followers views.
So you can at least have that as a data to analyze.
So this is the last question.
That could be the last question.
Could be the last question.
And the last question can be connected to social responsibility too, because underlying China's policy is actually what's the right thing to do, what's the right policy for social media, right? Because China wants to make sure social media is not controlling people. The celebrities are not too powerful, not too whatever, right?
Yeah.
Celebrities are being controlled now, right?
Yeah, also being controlled.
Being controlled, right? Yeah.
Celebrities also accounts, also the consumers.
Yeah.
So we are the consumers, and he is also the consumer.
Yes, yes.
But he has a lot of followers. But we have only 100.
Yeah, yeah. But there's some kind of control of celebrities now, right? That the celebrities cannot do certain things now, right? Am I right? No?
Maybe cannot do some.
Under some rules.
Yeah, under some rules.
There's some rules.
Yeah,
right?
under some rules. Yeah, under some rules.
I kind of remember something.
You cannot to judge. You know that?
Yeah.
Going to say anymore.
But there's also something about they cannot make too much money or something like that.
Yes. They cannot to visit super rich restaurants or hotels, because their videos could make some people to hate the richest and the wealth people.
See, they have a policy. Our country, we don't have a policy.
Yes.
But our celebrity is not as rich as Indonesia.
3 years before it can be. 3 years before it can be. But maybe after the 2021 or 2022, the government had to control that.
China's government is
They
very
will.
strict. Yeah.
They will
Control
impact
everything.
the idea of the teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
And
All the reasons is it will impact the teenagers.
also
Children's, teenagers,
also
and
some, if the politicians want to date the celebrities, they don't have to go to expensive restaurants now.
Why? It's the right of the people.
What is expensive?
No, you just told me just now, celebrities cannot go to expensive restaurants, right?
No.
Their politicians, if they have
their videos.
the
Post
video,
on
or they
TikTok.
can go.
They can't show that they
This is meant to show by
and in their real lives they still can.
They still gonna
visit.
go. They cannot show.
Don't show people their luxury.
They just show
Yeah.
good.
Do not show. Do not show.
Cloud, the wealth.
To maintain about social value.
Yeah. Chinese government is very good. That's good. Yeah. So no one will take a picture of their watch, right? A picture of watch and say, oh, this watch.
Surveillance CCTV.
No, they take picture of the watch and say, oh, this watch is
this
$2
watch.
million.
Multifunction.
$2 million, and then say, this pretend to be poor, but they have actually
Pretend
been
to
rich.
be, That's true. Some celebrities, they pretend to be. They are run by some companies behind them.
Oh.
So
MCN.
MCN. They run some. Actually, you are not rich. You just pretend to be rich. Then you broadcast the worries among the teenagers, the young people, right?
Yes.
It also lead to the social envy.
Socially, so there's a term in sociology which is called relative deprivation. Relative deprivation. So you want to look up that word, and that is actually a Marxian concept, Relative deprivation. Relative deprivation is what, right? If we are in an island right now, right, we only have there's 10 of us supposedly, and there's 10 kilo of rice, right? So you eat 1 kilo, you eat 1 kilo, 1 kilo, 1 kilo, that's fine, right? But suddenly, I said, how come you have 2 kilos?
2 kilos, yeah.
And then the next day I say 3 kilos. Where did you get?
Unfair.
It's unfair.
Asian Chinese sentence is called 换寡而患不均。对，不患寡而患不。
Okay.
We don't afraid of the poor, but we worry about the unfair. I don't have. I just want to.
Yes, and this is called relative deprivation. It's relative. At first, I don't feel deprived. Right? At first, I don't feel. Well, we don't have a lot to eat. It's fine. But if I feel you have so much, I don't have enough. I have relatively deprived now.
It's Confucius sentence.
Yeah.
Confucius sentence.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, afterwards you share with me.
Yeah.
Next time I can quote that one down. Okay. And it is a sociological concept of relative deprivation.
So how about if I am hard worker and he's lazy? The other is lazy. How about that?
Lazy.
I am hard worker. I can.
will
I
have
can
any
have
time
more. I can kill you. But you are lazy. You just stay with the one kill. So that's fair. That's fair, right? That's my efforts.
Yeah.
So after the opening policy, Chinese government, in order to improve our economy, so now from 40 years ago, after the policy of opening, we transfer to the market economy. So you can work hard and and you can earn more. But 40 years ago, from my parents,
from our parents.
they just work in the factory and everybody the average. They are searching for the average salary.
Yeah. Well, the communist Marxian view is this: to each according to need, from each according to ability, right? I don't know if I have a Chinese word. I'm sure you have that because
It's called Chinese special.
to each according to
Special
need.
socialism.
To eat according to need.
To each according to need, from each according to ability, which means if your family, there are 4 in your family, so you need 4 kilos of rice. Right? Right. If you have 10 members in the family, you need 10 kilos of rice, right?
Rice, yeah.
Okay, that's according to the need. So different families have different needs. So that according to need. From each according to ability. You are stronger, right? So you can work harder. You should work harder. This guy is weaker, so he can work, 10 unit of energy. This one can go 30 unit energy.
能者多劳。
The person who is the ability can earn much. The user
Can
reserve.
do more.
Can do
Can do
more.
more.
So if you can do more, you should do more.
You should do more.
Yeah.
You pay less. You pay less.
But what you get should be based on what you need,
But
not on what you can produce. So this is the
How about
You should do
the-
more,
How
but-
about the sphere of money?
which is the debate. That's the debate now. So I go, how
should-
come all my work
I
goes
should
to
be
the
charity.
person? Because how many have 10 children? I have 2 children only, right? So I work so hard right now, right? So I produce so much. How many just sit there and don't do any housework with his wife? He doesn't do any housework.
他的children少嘞
and only produce children.
，produce the labor。
Produce children. So it's not fair. So market economy is better. I work hard, I get more. You work less, you get less. Yeah, that's different logic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a good debate. That's a good.
Yeah, but I have friends from America. They are American.
Yes.
They criticize the Democratic Party. Why? They say Democratic Party. They tend
The
to
socialist.
belong to the socialists.
Socialist. The left.
Communism.
Yeah.
I said, what's the problem with that? I said, they said, the many homeless, not homeless. The many homeless, they want to be homeless because they receive money from America, from the government. They support their money. So why he work? So he's sleeping in the street,
Yes.
instead of camping.
Yes.
And he receive money, $4,000 or $2,000 per month. He
Wow.
can survive. Yeah, he can survive during the month. So why he work? So that's a bigger problem. We said no, we should work. No, should the government be charged?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be a. I want to go to America to
In China,
make a
You are
town.
Chinese.
In China also
It's
have-
called basic living allowance. Basically. Yeah, basically.
2,000 per
Basic
month.
living allowance.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
America is a mess there. Yeah. America has
For the
stupid
homeless?
government.
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah,
Dollars.
they give money. If they don't have work, don't have job, they will give you money.
Wow.
In China,
In Iraq too, in
you
Iraq
have
too, but
800.
the money
No, I don't think so.
to survive. They give you money if you don't have job or.
800
Yeah.
per year.
No, per
No,
month.
it's per 100 per year. No. But in China, they told you, if you are homeless, and they will send you to 救助站，你知道吗？the helping
Center.
aid station.
Aid
rescue station.
Oh, rescue
Yeah.
station.
Yeah, rescue station, and they give you 2 days eating, and then told you, I will help you to find a job. Yeah, find a job. I will help you to find a job.
Yes.
Not let you to just homeless.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Chinese food.
Yeah, that's according to what the communism philosophy, as Dr. Mohammed said. So that means if I ability to work a lot, and then government take tax more
Tax
than me,
more than
my
you.
other
Yeah, tax more than.
from my effort and give to the homeless because lazy. Yeah, that's unfair.
So this is the Democracy Party.
Democratic Party in America, they just belong to.
They
this-
put forward this
Yeah,
kind of policy.
Yeah, tend to the communism. They want to elect voters.
Democratic,
Oh,
It's democracy.
Democrats are
Obama.
actually better in terms of relation to China versus Donald Trump and the Republican Party. That's nasty, man. That's bad. That's bad. Donald Trump, he just attack China.
Now the
China.
government encourage us to work for the reform of China.
Yeah.
You are not work only for yourself, but you are working for the reform of our China. For the Chinese dream, right?
Yeah.
Don't go for the Chinese dream.
Oh, that's a new one, Chinese dream.
Chinese dream.
Chinese food.
It's Shidada's dream.
话不能乱讲。
Oh my God, actually, sorry, I'm wrong, sorry.
没事，hold YouTube 没关系。
The
It's
president.
recorded, by the way.
Lots of
Okay.
lots of videos on YouTube.
There's not too many videos now.
Too many videos to
Yeah.
criticize.
Of course, there's too many.
I mean, why is she called?
Okay.
Why she say sorry?
I talk to you later.
Let me talk to you later. Yeah. You guys, I don't have to go back to China. You all have to go back to China.
I will not go back to China. You also need to go. And Jonathan wants to invite you to China.
I'm happy.
I want to invite you to China.
I just told you my identity as Monster Dog. I just said to you.
Yeah, you are the founder of Modern Dome, right?
Our school, our
Our
university, my university has set year by year the academic forum.
Yes,
About the social media
Yeah.
or oral media, oral communication. So if
Oral.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you have interest in that, I will talk
Should
about it.
I'd be interested, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, for free.
For free.
Yeah. It's
Be happy to-
government sponsor. Yeah,
Oh,
sponsor.
right. But seriously, the thing about the Chinese government that the country is founded on the idea to liberate people, right? And there are a lot of imperfections, but the country is we're talking about the new China is liberated, it's the whole idea. So the thinking is still there, whereas AS is formed based on freedom, pursuit of happiness, good, good, but it's not about let's help people. No, it's not about that. It's about freedom, that kind of thing, and then they go and bomb other countries. That's what they do. Okay, can tell me about this one because we haven't finished the methodology part yet. Okay. Okay, methodology. You can go to methodology. Methodology. The part that we need to work on, Jonathan, is how are you selecting the people? The text, the TikTok analytic celebrities. How are you selecting them?
Purpose sampling, and I will do that is reason that no.
So it's TikTok.
Yeah, it's 3.2 research participants. Yeah. So the elderly celebrities, 20 celebrity accounts and 20 followers.
Okay, I got that one. How are you going to select this 20?
Just actively, frequently to respond the videos created by the how to say TEC, and then who can because in my school I'm the communication linguist, so the students and my colleagues and elder than me, the teachers elder than me, so they also like to watch the TikToks, and some people who follow elderly celebrities, I will prefer to interview that type of person.
Okay, these are the followers. I'm talking about the TikTok, the TECs themselves.
TECs themselves.
How do you select the TECs?
Maybe I will search for the 4 patterns. One is the health, one is the fitness, or not fitness.
什么东西？
Fashion.
Yeah,
穿搭，
Yeah,
穿搭。
fashion, and the third one is knowledgeable. Yeah, some elder people, they can teach online.
All right.
And some professors also post their videos on that.
We also have one who is 99 years old.
99 years old.
He became prime minister twice in our country. Dr. Mahathir, right?
Dr. Mahathir.
Yeah, he just celebrated a couple of years ago, a couple of days ago.
99.
He's 99 years old.
Wow.
You can still be critical, you can still criticize government.
Still active.
Huh?
Still active.
He's still active.
On the
Yeah.
YouTube?
In many platforms, just not this one. Yeah. But the question I'm asking you.
Mohammed.
Huh? Mahathir Mohamad.
Famous.
Yeah.
Famous?
Yeah, famous person.
Yeah. So, now the question I'm asking you, how are you going to, okay, you have the criteria, good, you got to list down the criteria. How are you going to select them?
Select?
What's the pool of,
how
are you going to select them?
Maybe the number of the followers.
Alright, you got to name that, right?
Over.
Yeah, so, okay, you got to name that.
10,000.
So you say the top
100.
The top 5 most largest number of followers, you choose that one. So something like that, right?
Maybe over 1 million.
Okay.
I would choose 1 million.
Okay, so yeah, 1 million is a lot, but then in China,
It's also a lot.
Malaysia is a small country.
My dream is I want to have the 1 million followers.
Okay, good. No, but you got to in your slide, you got to tell how you're going to select the text, right?
I need to determine that. Show
So
that.
how are you going to select? So you're going to choose the top 5. Otherwise, you say, are you choosing randomly or just how are you going to? You got to explain how you're going to choose them, right?
Okay.
So the top 5 is good, or the top 10 or something like that. And so you're going to take 3 categories: 1 fitness, passion, knowledge, and I'm going to take 5 from each category. The top 5, then the other one, and then explanation. Okay. And then the same thing you want to say about the followers. How you going to choose the followers, right?
Also explain how to.
You will choose the followers. You got to choose, right? Yeah. Specifically. So you want to take the followers. Are you focusing on the followers in a particular geography, or the whole country, or in your university, or whatever? You got to justify. So you got to your sampling must be explained in there. Okay. All right. Okay. Once you do that, I think this one can be improved in just few days, right? It's not hard to improve, right?
Yeah, no.
So once you improve that, then you're ready to go for the proposal defense. Okay. All right. So do improve that. It's not a lot to improve now. It's just you need to identify that.
Yeah, identify. Explain that.
Yes. Okay. You identify that.
Okay. So do I explain how? What ways do I do the semi-structured interview? The process of semi-structured.
Because your proposal depends. You do not need to go too deep. You don't have to go too deep. The part that you want to expand a bit is about the research gaps and the problem statement and research gap.
Okay.
So they want to justify that this research has not been studied before, right? And you're making a theoretical contribution to just a theoretical gap. So the problem statement will lead to some research gap, and then no one has studied it from that angle before, that perspective before, which is
to post some research gap.
yes.
Okay.
Which is related to your research. Eventually, the research gap leads to your research question.
Okay.
Right? Remember, your research gap is also about the responsibility part.
Yeah.
The responsibility. So that's why the responsibility part will make it much more focused, much sharper, and that be something that can inform your theoretical contribution later on. Right? So you want to see whether the followers look at the responsibility dimension of influencers, right?
Yeah.
Or they just look at influencers that are most popular. Now the joke is like this: like we have a problem in society, right? Drug problem in society, for instance, right? There's a professor in the area, criminology, right? And then there's an influencer. People will listen more to the influencer than the professor in criminology now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The influencer will say, you know, one sentence, two sentences, and that will be repeated many times. People go, oh yeah. Whereas the criminology, Dr. Sukramuti will come in, don't care. Right.
Yes.
And that's what happening is with social media. So in a way, that's media intelligence as well. So literacy, right? Social media literacy. Social media literacy is about knowing whom to refer to for what type of knowledge, right? And to be able to be literate, to be able to evaluate the type of knowledge too, right? Not to say that influencers are all stupid. No, you're not saying that. But some influencers, because they do makeup on their mascara, right? They can comment on how to solve drug problems, yeah. And then you have the criminologist. No one listens to criminologists.
Yeah.
You got criminologists, right?
The pandemic COVID, they go to this criminology to help. She told him, go to Cristiano Ronaldo help you now. Because he's famous and give money and he's very rich. Because he's famous, so he will help you. So Cristiano not help.
Yes. That's the issue. I can relate to what Hanif was telling Dr. Azwan, Dr. Lia Sidi last time, that he resigned or resigned your social media account. Hanif, resigned from that, right? Because I take the same stand as Hanif many years ago. So there was, I'm happy that people do not know me.
Yeah.
And if I want to be rich, if I'm rich, I want to be the millionaire next door kind of thing. Right? I can go anywhere, no one knows me. Right? I don't have to worry about anything. I can go drink coffee and whatever. No one knows, right? And then I'm happy hanging out with people. I don't want people to know that you're rich, you're whatever. Then people recognize you, and so people, you become popular for what,
For money.
For money. So I relate very much with Hanif. So for a long time I didn't want to appear in YouTube, whatever. So if you look at my first YouTube channel,
Waqaf Nusantara.
This video, Supervision. Before that, there's one that my student Taufan, right? Taufan, who is a communication graduate who wrote the thesis, right? He did this impromptu interview in McDonald's. Suddenly he took his phone, he take out, he interviewed me that way. So I covered my face, I don't want to know. I covered my face. Because you see the interview, I do not want people to know, right?
Di McDonald pula.
Huh?
Di McDonald pula.
The McDonald's, but that was before Gaza and all that. So I relate with Hanif, so I do not want people to know. Because I'm happy So if you draw a matrix, rich and famous, it can be rich and famous, that's one category. Or rich, not famous, another category, right? Or not rich, not famous, another category. Famous and poor.
Rich, not famous.
Not rich but famous. That's bad. That's bad. Not rich but famous. People know you, but you're not rich, right? That's bad. Right?
Yes, the thing is rich but
like
not famous.
You want to be rich but not famous. Yes, you can go anywhere. You're afraid of people kidnapping you, your children, whatever, right? That's the best. I like that kind of life. That's right. So the people do not know me. Only certain people know. My friends know. I mean, my students know. I'm happy with that. Right? Happy life with that. Right? So that's why I relate with Honey very much. So I never had any of the YouTube thing and social media. Only after I have a mentor as well. My mentor told me you got to market your ideas. So so I started to do YouTube and all that. With that, so I go big time on that. So, anyways, these are the improvements you make. You can make the improvement fast. You let me know. I don't think your slides will not change a lot. You just add one slide or something like that for the methodology.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to improve a lot. You just improve maybe one slide for the sampling. The sampling.
The sampling. Explain.
And the research questions. And if I help you, you can improve the phrasing a bit, right? You're ready, then you inform me, and then you need to communicate with CPR, saying that you're ready to make your.
When I finish that one, I continue first.
Yes.
And then I will talk to
CPR. Right? Okay. Now.
Thank you.
Welcome. Right. Okay, who's next? I have a 4:30. Come on, guys.
I will do it very quick.
That's okay. Don't worry. If you need to, we will continue on. So it's not just about finishing. So I'm being. Okay. You want to go library?
Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Who's your friend, Lambin?
I'm still a first year coming postgraduate.
Okay. Which social science?
Also in Sains.
Also
Geology.
At first year.
Coming first year, postgraduate.
Undergraduate.
No,
Postgraduate. PhD
I'm
master.
applying for fast track.
Applying for fast track. Who's your supervisor then?
Should be from Chin.
Chin Yuwa. Okay. So you do something on economic sociology?
Yes, I'm trying to do something
Thank you,
about
honey.
compassionate leadership.
Compassionate leadership.
In business organization.
In business organization.
Something about that.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Alright. See you. My regards to Chin. My regards to from Chin. Okay, sure. My old colleague.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
韩密不给你播不就完了吗？
那我们这样吧。
对啊。
OK。
你也可以读着自己的，然后再说。
我没有电了 I don't have power.
Oh, you don't have power, okay.
Yes, no. So this is my.
You can take mine now because not mine. My.
It's okay. I can watch that.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I'm full now. Not me. My laptop.
Full.
I'm also full.
She's not full.
I'm also full. I mean, I
She's not full in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, it's the same.
Leah, can you pull out the plug for me, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Impactful.
You can eat.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the long time. But I will do it very.
Long time is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. You don't need to sorry.
I will do a quick presentation. Okay, my topic. I changed a lot. My topic now is impact of CSR activities on gender equality, a comparative study of male and female users, perceptions and behaviors on Red and Douyin across first and fourth tier cities in China.
A bit too fast, let me capture it in my mind.
Of course.
Maybe this title will change.
The first time.
一线到4点，后面我看那个 C 题，我看 C 题。
Oh, okay, alright, okay, alright.
Okay, so next, the main content of my presentation is including 3 parts: introduction, literature review, and methodology. Next, the first part is introduction. CSR is a fundamental responsibility that companies need to care about. And media companies are no exception. In China, social media platforms has not only changed communication and information dissemination, but also have taken on significant social responsibilities. These platforms not only have become powerful tools that shape public opinion and influence societal change with their vast use base and ability to disseminate information directly. They have transformed the way people communicate, share ideas, and consume. Topics such as gender equality or the gender problems are frequently discussed on the Chinese social media. And those are the 4 main Chinese social media. But I choose to next page. Thank you. I have searched the details, the data from those social medias. Weibo, female and male have the similar population users, similar, but the users are mostly in the 2nd tier cities. So I just pass it away. I don't use it. Next one, thank you. The WeChat basic is in the first tier city and 4th tier city. And the male and female are similar as well. Male is more than the female, but we cannot post because the WeChat. We just the friends can see our posts, but the neighbors or others cannot see except our friends. Yeah.
The public cannot see us.
Yes. So I just neglected this one. And next one, Douyin. This is the TikTok of Jonathan. Yeah, I choose it because this one, the male is a little more than the female, and the users are the similar. The users was based on the 1st tier cities and the 4th tier cities. So this is what I choose. The first one and next one. Thank you. The red female. You see the female is much more than male.
This is like IG for.
IG. This one. Instagram. Yeah.
Do you see?
But it's more like Douyin. It's more like e-commerce platform.
Many Malaysian ladies they use Xiaohongshu.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very popular. It's very popular among the young ladies. But my husband is using this one as well. I don't know why, but he used it.
You just explained to me.
So many use it, and more the husband of my cousin use it as well. So I asked many people that they use. So I can find many men.
This is like what? This is like
the Instagram.
This is like Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. A little like. Just 就是对比一下嘛，这样 OK。The first tier city and the 4th tier city. So this is why I choose Red and Douyin. Next, thank you. So Red and Douyin will be chosen as research platforms because men and women in 1st tier city and 4th tier city is the research subjective. The biggest population of Red and Douyin users are in 1st tier cities and 4th tier cities. Next one, the women users of Red is more than men users, and the men users of Douyin is more than women users. So considering about the justification, Red and Douyin has been chosen. Douyin mainly focus on the short video post. It has used its influence to reach millions of users with powerful messages in different areas. Red focus on both short videos and picture posts. It has created communities where women can freely discuss and share their experiences, promoting a sense of solidarity and support among its users. Social media part, and this is the gender equality part. The United Nations has 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Gender equality is one of them. So gender equality is not just a fundamental human right, but also an essential fundamental for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. So gender equality is very important for the life, for the whole world's life, and in China it is well. For centuries, the lives of Chinese women were circumscribed by ideas. Circumscribed by ideas, ideology, and practices that resulted in gender inequality and female subordination. So this is why I want to do the research about it. And this is the history of the gender equality in China. At first, the first one is after the successful socialist revolution in 1949. Egalitarian ideology began to change. Patriarchal traditions, official support for gender equality is exemplified by Mao's assertion that women can hold up half of the sky. And next, the Cultural Revolution from 1967 to 1977 had future enhancing effects on erasing traditional values. This is the 10 years of that. And then the immediate adverse effect of the one-child policy in the late 1970s is the significant number of missing women resulting from the female infanticide and sex-selective abortion. And then, according to the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2020, China ranked 106 out of 153 countries in terms of gender gap, which is assessed based on the disparities between women and men in economic participation and opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, and political empowerment. So next one is the research question. The first question is, what actions do male and female users see considered as CS activities on Red and Douyin? The second question is actually combined with four small questions. What are Red and Douyin's users' informational, attitudinal, behavioral, and structural change after seeing the CSR activities posted on Red and Douyin? I want to see the change of it. The third part is, what's the difference typologies to the improvement of gender equality paradigms between first-tier city and fourth-tier cities in China? Next one, yes. This is the change. That the male users and the female users will change around this road. First, they get the information. They have the informational change. Before the social media come into our life, we have nowhere to share our ideas. But now we have many platforms to show our ideas and our attitudes. So we have informational change. And then after we see the information, after we see the posts, maybe we will change our attitude to many problems like the gender inequality problems. And then we will have the behavioral change and then structural change. Those changes are my main problems I want to do the research about. And then how do I choose the cities? I checked from the ranking of cities attractiveness in China 2024, and I found that the first tier city have 4. I chose the north part and the south part, Beijing and Shenzhen. And the fourth tier city is Lhasa and Jingdezhen. Okay, I mean next page. Okay, first is in the north, Beijing. In the south part is Shenzhen, and Jingdezhen is my city, is my hometown. It is famous for its porcelain. So yeah, I choose Jingdezhen. And the other city, fourth tier city is Lhasa. Lhasa is the capital city of Xizang province.
Tibet.
Tibet. But is only fourth tier city. So
the only.
It's the capital city, but it's only fourth tier city in China, of the capital city. So I choose this one. North, south, east, and west. I choose 4 cities of it. So, but I want to say the problem statement. There is a limited understanding of how male and the female users perceive CSR activities on Red and Douyin, and the impact of these activities on their informational, attitudinal, behavioral, and structural changes. We don't know, right? So it is limited. Additionally, the differences in gender equality improvements between the first tier and the fourth tier cities in China are unclear. This research aims to address these gaps. So the significance of study. Contribution to the academic literature. Practical insights for the social media companies and policy implications. Strategic development for CSR initiatives. Enhancement of gender equality, community building. Those are, and then literature review. I have a framework of my literatures. The first part is CSR, and then the social media, and then the gender equality. I will focus on this kind. I will study what other researchers did. And that's one. The concept framework. I will use the gender theory. The gender theory explores the social construction of gender and its impact on individuals' identities and the social roles. It is crucial for understanding how social media platforms both reflect and shape a societal attitude towards gender. The second theory I will use is stakeholder theory. Stakeholder theory succeeds in challenging the usual analysis frameworks by suggesting that stakeholders' needs should be put at the beginning of any action. The research gap, I just listed 2, but I think it is more than 2. User perception and behavior. There is limited research on how male and female users perceive and react to CSR activities related to gender equality on Red and Douyin. Comparing so many variables, there are rare researchers about it. I searched a little just. The tier city differences. The differences in the impact and the effectiveness of CSR activities on gender equality between users in first tier and the fourth tier cities in China are not well understood. Comparing with first and fourth, I never it has never seen before. So I just want to do research about it. I want to fill in the gaps of by comparing with them. So methodology. The strategy I will use is the adaptive research strategy. It includes 4 key steps. First one is observing a phenomena. The second is proposing hypothesis. The third one is choosing the most reasonable explanation. The fourth one is to build a theory. Yeah, I just make many examples. The first tier cities, maybe I will observe it. I will observe the phenomenon, but I just think about what will I observe. I just make an example. The first tier cities, the increased participation of women in workplace activities and more equal division of labor among men in families, increase the supportive behaviors on social media. So I think this is the first tier cities. And the fourth tier cities, women expressing concern about gender equality on social media, men start discussing, but have fewer actual actions. So I will choose. I will making the proposing hypothesis. Hypothesis 1. I should have 3, but I cannot put inside. Hypothesis 1 is the higher cultural and educational levels in first tier city, along with a more open and accepting society, making it easier for gender equality concepts to translate into actions. And hypothesis 2, the traditional views are stronger in fourth tier cities, but with the influence of social media, the public begins to accept and discuss gender equality concepts through actions need more time to follow. Though actions need more time to follow. And then I will choose the reasonable explanation. In first tier cities, a combination of hypothesis. 1 explains changes of men and women in first tier city. High educational levels, open cultural and favorable economic conditions make it easier for them to take actions. But in the fourth tier cities is wrong. Hypothesis 2 explains the phenomenon in fourth tier cities where traditional views are strong. And I will make a conclusion. Using abductive reasoning, we can propose possible reasons for changes of men and women in first tier city and fourth tier city. And I will use the qualitative research method. It includes 2 parts: the content analysis and the in-depth interview. The content analysis including we analyze the post contents on Red and Douyin in China. The analysis will focus on identifying what kind of contents about gender equality is shown. Examining how these contents are constructed and classifying the contents post. The in-depth interview will be conducted within 8 groups. Each group has 2 to 5 people. The age is from 20 to 55. They are the main users of the Douyin and the Red. They are women and the men from Beijing, Shenzhen, Lhasa, and Jingdezheng. So those are maybe around 40 people at all, in total. So this is my collection of the contents post. Mainly, I searched the gender equality in Douyin, and in Red, they are showing this kind of contents, including the personal development and policy, the gender equality policy, life overseas, the gender equality in other countries. What does it be, or what kind of it, and extremism. So they just explain the gender equality. It's not gender equality. It's just punching man. Punching man is like this. So it
punching man. What is punching man? How to punch it?
Just to say, the feminism is just to say bad words to the man, right? Like this. Extremism, and the fake feminism, and then the news of how what's the gender equality news on the posts. So the pictures are the examples. So this is the contents that I have searched. So this is all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
You make honey worried about the woman.
Darius' title is divorce.
When divorce at 58, you can begin
New life.
You can have a new life.
You can have a new life after your divorce.
Yes.
After the divorce.
Dr. Romani is thinking about deep thinking.
Now where do we start now?
You will have new life.
Let's start our compass, which is our research questions again. I was making certain notes just now about research question. So what I'm seeing here is the CSR activities. So you want to see how what actions do the male and female users, how do they consider, what do they consider as CSR activities. Right. So, and then here is where you actually let them define what CSR activities are. Okay, right. And I just want to see and understand your train of thought. Right. What are the red and Douyin users information changes after seeing the CSR activities posted on Red and Douyin, right? And was the different technologies to improve the improvement of gender equality progress with the first and second. Right. Okay. To ensure that you could choose CSR activities on your own, right? Or the option you're using now is that you let them define what CSR activities are, right? One is that. Okay. And then you're looking at whether the changes, or the 4 different levels of changes among the users of these 2 social media. Right? So what I'm seeing is that the connection can be seen as a bit weak, because the CSR activities can be many different types of CSR activities. And my thought is, if you do not make it more specific, right, you might not see something meaningful, or the changes are not meaningful, right? So, suppose now if you ask anyone, right, have you seen any socially responsible social media? Right? But you're talking about CSR. CSR is company, right? Company. If you look at that, and then CSR activities can range from, helping a poor child, or CSR. If we're talking about CSR, then we're talking about companies as a company social responsibility, right? Then it can be what the companies do, right? Maybe they are involved in environmental action, that is also CSR. So that there's environment, there's everything that has to do with employees, welfare. CSR is wide, right? And now you want to see that whether those who have viewed CSR, right, activities, and based on what they consider CSR activities, whether that has impact on them. Am I right? Okay. So, first of all, CSR activities are wide. So you want to
just narrow it into the gender equality.
Gender,
the CSR about gender equality.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So that is, I think, presumably will be more effect, right? If somebody were to watch CSR on is it Douyin? Then they can. A lot of CSR now is about environment. A lot of this is environment. Right? So maybe not enough on gender. Maybe not, right? So that is one. Right? So you want to make it much more focused. What CSR activities they watch, and then you want to phrase your research question into much more focused type research question. So maybe gender equality type, right, or gender empowerment type CSR, right? So gender is CSR that is really gender related issues, right? That's one. The other one is do you want to choose those who have watched the CSR activities, or those, it might be, how many do you intend to sample again? How many?
Sample 40.
40, okay. So out of the 40, maybe a lot have not watched the CSR activities, gender related CSR activities. So you might not be able to get those people who have watched and see the effect on that, right? So that is another catch. So how do you, because you want to see whether, basically you want to see whether if they watch enough CSR or meaningful CSR activities on that's related to gender on a rate of the week, whether that has an effect on them, right? So as much as possible, you want to have that group that have watched the gender-related CSR activities, and to see whether it has impact on them or not. So that is more promising to get, whether there's changes or not. Unless you're interested to do the control group, those who have not watched, those who have watched, those who have not watched, that's another way to do it, which is fine as well. So the design of the research questions need to be improved so that it reflects the gender part more. The second thing is to design your research so that you can get to those people that you want to get to. That is the challenge. Those people who have watched gender-related CSR activities on Red and Douyin. So maybe what you want to pursue is actually to get to that group. So you are doing purposive sampling, you're getting that people first, those people first, right? So you need to do take some steps to capture those people, right? And then ask those people. You can have a control group, you can have a comparative study between these two groups, those who have watched, those who have not watched, right? Or you can take all those who have watched and to see the effect of the first and second and third tier and north, south, east. Yeah. You can see that one as well. So you can take all who have watched. So now the challenge is to find how those people who have watched the CSR activities.
I will
generate that.
I think I have many friends in the three cities, but except Lhasa. Yeah, Lhasa. I think the people I will find from the platform, I will find the comments on the top post. I will ask them if they have the comments on the post. I will ask them if you have the time to accept the interview. I will use that way too. Because in that case, I will definitely sure that they are the users, and then I will ask. I think 10 people I can find. I will invite like 100 and maybe 10 from them is okay, but I'm not sure, but I will try. Yeah. But in other cities, I think it's okay. I have many friends there.
All right. So now we are going back to the question of sampling, right? So you will need to think about how do you justify your sampling. So is this again? Is it we don't fall into the trap of convenience sampling, right? Just meaning if you have friends, you invite your friends, so those might be biased already in the sense that there's something about the network, your network, might be already have certain characteristics. So, and then you want to how you're going to show that the selection is not biased. You know what I mean? So by saying friends, then it be convenient, or it can be snowballing. It can be. It's not something that is. What's the word? It's not random, but it's bias-free. It's not bias-free, right? So you will want to think about the sampling frame, we call it, right? The sampling population and the sampling frame, right? So how you going to zoom in there? Can you give me an example of CSR activities on gender? What kind of? You showed me something just now, like four different. What are they?
Oh, I'll show you. The last page, Hanif, sorry. I have here. Last page.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah. The first is how to say that entrepreneur. She's a female entrepreneur. She was the CEO of McDonald's in Taiwan, and she was very popular. But now she restarts her company by shooting red videos. She just suggested young girls that you don't need to afraid about anything that happened. She divorced at the age of 58. She can restart.
That's the point. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like encouraging that no matter what kind of age you are, you can do anything you want. This is the first one. The second one is similar, but it's from the young people, the younger girl. And the third one is I'm checking. You can see. It's a debate. It's a debate like the what's the meaning of gender equality? The gender equality is not just a slogan. It should be practiced. This kind of is a debate.
Debate meaning as a forum, a debate.
Yeah. Forum debate. Yeah.
To a debate. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And the third one, this one is the fourth one is the gender equality in Finland. What in Finland?
Finland.
Oh, Finland.
Finland. What is the true situation of gender equality in Finland? Maybe the Chinese users will see it and think about what gender equality really are. And third, and the fourth one, fifth one, is the fake feminism.
Okay.
It's the fake feminism. She doesn't. She wants more from the gender equality. It's not feminism. Feminism wants to be fair, but she wants more. She wants. She just say something back.
Extreme.
Extreme. Yeah. Extreme. Yeah. Extreme. Yes.
But she wants more.
So in China, it has this kind of situation that a kind of so-called feminism, they just extreme men.
Right. Okay.
In case that they get more right or power from them. This is just an example, and more and more and more.
Even more. Okay. It's good that you have this example so that I can relate to what you want to do very much more closely. What I'm understanding from you, these are not necessarily CSR, are they? They're not necessarily from companies.
It's not
necessarily, right?
companies.
So, by socially responsible messages or gender issues, gender, right? So, no, you want to say something else?
Yes, I want to say something. Because if I have another kind of way to solve this problem. It's like the CSR from the social media company, Douyin company and the Red company. What does they do to
gender equality?
Of the gender equality CSR activities? It's like for example, the extreme should not be seen by so many people because they should have the something like the 审查制度怎么说
Censorship.
Yeah.
censorship of
蹦。
Yeah,
What's boom?
good.
Excellent.
You're so excellent.
Bom.
You can translate it from the Chinese directly.
Bom a Chinese way.
They should have the sensitive, right?
Censorship.
Censorship. For those video, what kind of video do they how to say provoke? Advocate. Yeah. What kind of not should because they can control the stream, the data. Yeah, they can control. So I want to from that kind of angle, I can give them suggestion about after the analysis of so many things, I can give them suggestions about what Douyin and Red companies should do for the CSR activities. This is my another angle. So I want, in this time I want to discuss with you as well.
Yes. Okay. So that will be much more CSR because you were talking about social media companies. They are corporates. They are big companies, right? And they do have CSR agendas, policy. I would think they have, right? So you, and then you can look into what you talk about gender. This could be my wife. Sure, it is my wife. Just a minute,
Same talk. The right talk. Talk about gender.
There's a gender there. Okay. Just give me a minute, just in case it's emergency. Yeah.
Internal ministry. Domestic. We call it in Iraq is domestic ministry. Internal ministry. The wife.
The wife?
导师那个说你这个研究策略是这个 adaptive 是吗？
还没说呢。
Haven't mentioned.
他没提 adaptive， 他好像就提那个RQ 提了很多。
就在说 RQ 的事儿呢。
对，说。
然后他说现在 CSR， 他这些东西都不是 CSR activities。其实我本来我的意思就是研究这些小红书和I plan to discuss the CSR from the Red and Douyin of these companies, but not the CSR activities on these posts.
那你抠的这个就有一点偏差了。
但是这些是我要研究的内容啊。Those are the things that I will analysis, and those are one part of it. And another part of it is from the interview, in-depth interview. And then from after analysis of those things, I can just maybe give some advices to the policy of those CSR companies.
So interview
So
users.
for those companies
so
to make the users
are the regulars.
So this I want to discuss with.
Okay.
Yeah, from the user's angle or from the company's angle.
Yes. I think that is that definitely will be CSR. If you look at the wing and the company and right, and what do they interpret the CSR? How do they perceive it? How do they interpret it? And what impact does it have on them? Right, the company CSR. And usually, if you do some research, online research, usually these companies will have their CSR activities online. They will report, right? And usually there's a global standard in reporting CSR. It's called GRI, and there are many different standards, but GRI is the global standard, GRI. And they will post. It's an annual report. They have the annual report of the CSR, right? So you want to communicate their CSR, the company CSR, to the users of Douyin and Red, right? And ask them what do they think about it and how does it impact on their life,
Yes.
right? So there are actually two aspects to that. One is the changes that you outlined just now, right? Which is the informational, attitudinal, behavioral, and structural. The other one is how they perceive and interpret the CSR activities and agendas. So it can be CSR is not just in the form of doing; it's also in the form of meaning doing outside, right? But also doing inside. So what policy do they have? Like hiring policy, retention policy.
Yes.
So do they hire on gender fairness? Do they hire women in different roles, different position in the company, the ownership structure, and all that kind of thing. Also, do they have like women empowerment, right? Do they have gender sensitivity program? that those things fall under CSR. So the internal CSR is also CSR. It's also external. Because the external is about promoting for women girls programmers, right? So those are things that you can capture usually online because they report. I think they would. I might be wrong, but you want to check. You want to check first, right? If not, you want to have a different strategy, or you just expand the companies that research, right? Or you can just focus on one. It's fine as well. Nothing wrong with taking one company. So you have that one, and you have the other side is. And because they are users of the platform, right? So there's no issue of they're using something. Suppose you go with any CSR, then there's the detergent, the CSR, car, whatever they all can have CSR, right? But here it's about the platform itself, right? And those who use the platform will be are stakeholders of the company, so you can immediately access. I think that will be a better strategy and kind of make more sense. So you want to relook at your research question and say, okay, how do I rephrase my research question, right? And to make it more relevant to what you're studying.
Yeah.
So right, you won't be very far away from the questions you have, right? You'll be closer to the questions you have, right? But it is much more anchored, more grounded to the companies that you study there, right? So, and because it's about the platform themselves, right? But here you're studying about gender, right? Not just any social responsibility, am I right? Because CSR can be many other things, right?
Yeah. Just the gender, CSR. Yeah.
Okay. And now I will give you another angle to this one, right?
Yes.
Now I'm a user of. I'm a user of Facebook. Not really posting on my Facebook, but I say, well, Facebook algorithm, right, tend to use what is it? Emotive programming. So what do I mean by that, right? What triggers people's emotion? Right? Yeah, they want to get people to be emotionally engaged. It can be positively, negatively, right? Usually it's negatively, right? Or it can be positive, it can be negative, right? So for instance, if you say you hate something, Facebook last time, you actually get more. They will provoke you with the opposite things that you do not like. Somebody said something about this, so you would want to respond, that, so they do that kind of thing. That is that responsible? Is that not responsible? Right? You can ask that question. This is not in their CSR activities, right? This is separate. Or they use sexuality to sell, sexuality to attract. The frequency of visit, the stickiness. I'm sure there's a term in technological term. I think maybe Mr. Jonathan will know, right? You make your algorithm. You get people get addicted to the social media.
Okay, people take it.
So
what way?
They use sexuality. Right, sexuality to so is that socially responsible? Right. But this is a question you pose, or something that's coming from the followers themselves. So you can ask another set of questions that what do you think is socially responsible, and what do you think socially not responsible? Of red and Doing, right? And you can have some sensitizing concept. You ask about sexuality. You can ask about the one you said extremism or something like that, right? But all related to gender. So in feminism, we also talk about objectification of women. Yeah. And in gender, we also talk about has to do about the beauty. There's a term, but I'm not sure the term. Basically, the making beauty less harder to achieve. So they, for instance, they use younger and younger pictures of beauty, so that women find it harder and harder to become beautiful. So, so much so that they will have to use those products. Right, like skin and all that. They will use teenagers. They will use even sometimes they will use babies, because baby skin is the smoothest. So kind of an exploitation of women desires to be beautiful, to be pretty, to be that kind of thing. So that's actually another form of exploitation. So exploitation of women for objectification. That's another form of exploitation, which is not socially responsible, of course, right? Well, maybe some people find it socially responsible. TikTok is known for this, right? TikTok, Douyin, right? It's the whole platform begins with dancing, right?
Yeah.
And one of the biggest thing in TikTok is all this sexy women dancing, right? That's a big thing in TikTok, right? So is that not exploitation of women, or or there's also another
before
form.
TikTok is quite before TikTok, before that phenomenon has been happened, is on the question is also the sexual.
Okay. Then again, there's another type of feminism that occurs. They say, well, no, that's not exploitation. It's a women expression of themselves. They are gender. So it's not just by equality. It's about empowerment. It's about objectification. It's about beautification, right? And there's a certain type of beauty that's been promoted, right? In Malaysia last time, there was a challenge to the advertisement companies because they use image of the West as the image of beauty. So people in Malaysia say, oh, we Malaysians don't look like the West. We don't look like Chinese or Indians or Malays or something in between, something like that, right? So we don't look like that. So we cannot achieve that. It should not be the goal that you put to our mind, So in Malaysia, there was one period they come up with policy. You cannot have Western-looking policy. The Malaysian broadcasting policy. Western-looking models as this skincare, all this care, So for I think they removed that policy now because there are also Malaysians who look like somewhat Western too. We are Malaysians too. Yes. Because my father is French, my mother is Indian, that kind of thing. So
don't need to.
But I understand the policy, where the policy is going, because the policy is a westernization of the beauty, the image of beauty, right? But then you say, well, discriminating against these people because these people, the Eurasians, they call it Eurasian, European Asian, right? There's a picture of European Asian. They don't look like us. Don't even like Mutadi. Mutadi is like the classic Iraq, on the northern Iraq, closer to Europe. Yeah. So there's those things are socially responsible issues. Also body type, right? And for a long time, you see all these magazines, women magazines tend to have this, supermodel look, right? Very skinny, very whatever. So they've been challenged eventually, or they say, oh, they should have the plus tag, right?
Plus.
加干嘛？
The plus. So that is also another socially responsible initiative. Or if you look on their side, the other one is socially irresponsible, right? So these are a lot of issues, by the way. We talk about media. There's a lot of issues, right? And if you talk about media and gender, there's a lot of issues.
Yes.
Right. And then you can talk about another thing. Oh, I need to go. So thank you for watching the watch. Now remind me, I gotta stop.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm watching the message. It's the electrical watch, not only for the time.
Oh,
some
the messages
coming.
Yes.
High level.
High tech. Now, there's also another dimension of gender, right? The transgender issue, right? The LGBTQ, RSTUVXYZ, right?
Why?
There's also gender issues, right? So it's not just about gender. It's not just about women, but also other things, right? The other thing, right? This is still about gender, right? There's a lot now. not a lot. The group that has been ignored most in social media, this is interesting, right? It's not the woman. It's not adult men. It's not teenagers, women. It's the teenage boys.
Teenager boys.
Those are the group that have been most neglected by social media. Young boys. So this is a phenomenon, almost like a global phenomenon. Almost a global phenomenon, which becomes a big problem because it is a issue of the boys right now have problem with education, right? If you see there's a shift in the trends, there are more women going to universities and all that, right? I see the trends happening over here as well. I see the trends is a global trend as well. Men are not getting employment, the type of employment they're getting last time, right? And the process begins during their teenagers. There's so much programs for women empowerment, women scientists. They forgot about the boys also. so that is actually the neglected group.
Yes.
And there are people, influencers are targeting them. This is interesting. These are the influencers. They are influencers, by the way, that target boys now. And I think I mentioned this to you last time, right? They've done this research in US, right? I asked them, do you know who Andrew Tate is? Teachers do not know. The girls do not know. But the boys all know. 80% know. So they were surprised. They asked their parents. Their parents do not know. Fathers do not know. Mothers do not know. But the boys, 80% know. Meaning, there must be something about this guy. So you open up, you can find out who Andrew Tate is. My son knows Andrew Tate, Who is Andrew Tate? Well, Andrew Tate is a fighter and he was jailed and he come out, right? But now he converted to Islam. But he's a fighter, he's a millionaire, he drives fast cars. He talks about the men must take care of women, women, all the gender issues come out, right? And now he's targeting young boys. We're not talking about, this millionaire talk, right? I can make you rich when you are 13 years old. I can, So
it's like brainwashing.
It's almost like brainwashing, right? Or the very masculine talk, right? His body is very masculine too, right? Drive a fast car. He's very masculine, very male. So this is gender issue as well, right? And they'll tell the kids, you don't need education, right? Look how many people get unemployed when they get out of the universities. It's true. How many unemployed people are there? It's true, right? So, stop this. And in Malaysia and in other countries, there are also duplicates of Andrew Tate. So, and in Malaysia, there's one figure that looks like Andrew Tate also, who has about the same message like Andrew Tate too. Oh, this is interesting. They are the variation of these influences, and they are invisible to us, to the teachers, to the parents, to mainstream media. So this is also gender issues. Yeah.
Yes, I think I should focus on the gender issues, not gender equality, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Then you'll be having
more content.
More content. Yes,
yeah.
more content. You can see a wider pattern, and it be a more exciting research, more eye-opening. You will have more discovery. I think, and that will be my. So, what's happening to this? And there's studies. I was thinking about the name, but I cannot come. The studies that talk about how men. This is in the US, yeah. How men in US right now, when they reach 18 or something years old, not 18 or 19 or 20 some years old, right? Some high percentage, we're talking about more than 50% of them, right, have never dated before. Never dated before. And they will need to have 15 different contacts with women before they get the first cup of coffee. The first date. We're talking about dating culture in America, right, which is a common culture, right? So I was thinking, is this possible? I'm talking about US, right? It is in US. So the men are becoming very frustrated and angry at that early age. And they are very sexualized because a lot of sexual content going so very easy to access, right? And they're very sexualized, right? So what's happening to this group of young men here? And there are also higher percentage of them who are not employed, right? And not recent, I think a year ago I bought a news magazine. I can still bring it to you. There's also this issue in China, the unemployed youth staying in big cities. They graduate. I think this has to do with your issue, entrepreneur. So they graduate from universities, right? The boys, young youth, right? And they don't go back to their hometown because they are shy to tell their parents that they don't have work. So they stay with their friends. So in one apartment there might be 6 people, but only 2 persons is working, right? They're supporting it. And these are young boys, young adults, So the youth is actually a big issue, and then this has to do with men. So it's a gender issue. So gender issue is shifting from women to men, so to say. So and the manifestations are different in different countries, right? But there are similarities as well. So frustration, angry. So as a policy perspective, this group is dangerous because they can be angry, they can rebel, they can start a movement, a revolution, become criminal, gangsters,
It's very
secret society.
Very sensitive.
Very sensitive because
they want to prove themselves.
They want to prove themselves. Yes. Yeah. So they don't go to universities anymore.
No, I remember when I was that age, I always rebel against my father.
Rebel, yeah. It's like
You prepare.
rebel.
Or rebel.
Yeah. So I want to prove myself in front of him.
Yeah. So.
Oh, in Hanif's age.
Hanif is very stable.
I had my age before.
I plays guitar.
Oh, you said still you play guitar.
Yeah, but you see the point, right? So the media plays a lot of influence because the boys and the girls do not mix the way they mixed before. They do not know how to communicate the way they communicate before, because a lot of interaction has become digital, online, right? To be angry online is easier than to be angry face to face. Things like that.
Yeah.
So these are I think these are new dimensions in gender issues. You know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So this should be considered. I think the social media makes very strong influence.
Very strong.
Yeah.
Very
so
strong.
I should make research about that.
Yeah,
So it's an urgent thing.
It is very urgent. Very urgent. And the research shows that the latest research shows that you can actually trace the introduction of social media to the problems that occurs, which I thought it was fascinating. Right? I will look into some of the materials that I work on. But this is a different type of social responsibility, different type of corporate social responsibility, right? And this has to do with gender and youth. So it is important. So we look into that and you give your time to think about it, research on it, read on it. Right? If I can find I think it's The Economist or Time magazine that I bought, and it's about China's youth. It's actually a big issue. That's why the Chinese government come up with the entrepreneur thing. You know?
I found some policies.
Yeah, I think that's the whole idea, because the Chinese government realized that there's a big problem, and
but maybe not focus on the boy, young boy, just focus on the graduate.
Graduates, yeah. This is well, you see a lot of activism, a lot of activists, right? Is of that age, is the university age, right? In Indonesia as well, the main demonstrators, protesters are young age, basically, right? Led by some older people, but young people. So it's a dangerous group, high risk group. Yeah. Anyways, these are also gender issues, right? So quite wide, very wide. And what has happened now when people talk about gender, there used to be women, right? The issue has moved to the boys, I think, right? The boys, not the men, the boys. But the discourse has moved to the transgender. When you look at mainstream discourse, especially West mainstream discourse, when they talk about gender, now has moved more to the transgender issue and the LGBTQ issue. Right? The discourse, but the problems are actually shifting to the boys and the boy-girl relations. I think that's where the problem is, and how to healthy interaction, healthy relations. Okay, I think that's my input. So you look into research question. When you clear about your research question, then we can talk more about your methodology, right? The methodology will follow what your research questions are. So you want to rethink your research question. I think the angle from the social responsibility, the CSR of the social media platform, I think that is a very important one to look into. Very important.
Yes, but I think the second question is okay for this kind of angle.
Yeah, what are the?
I should do that. I should do the change, the attitude change and strategy change.
Yes.
Then I can.
Yes, you can do that. I think that's so the CSR activities. So you can actually flip the other point. The CSR activities can also include. Some people use this word, but we seldom use CSI. But CSI is corporate social irresponsibility. No, responsibility. CSR and CSI.
CSI. Irresponsibility.
Irresponsibility. So CSR. Irresponsibility of the companies of Red and Toying. I think. CSR and CSR. So there's less literature on that one, but not as much as CSR, because CSR is company supported, right? So the whole world is company supported. CSR is research supported.
Yes, yes.
That's why CSR has become powerful, because it's company driven. All big companies have CSR report. They can call it sustainability report. They can call it, they have departments. They have all that. And the best reports come from the worst companies. Tobacco companies, mining companies. They have the best reports. Petroleum companies, they have the best reports because they have a lot of money and they have a lot of sins to cover.
To cover. I have checked the CSR reports.
Yeah,
Weibo has a very detailed, including the gender.
Yes.
But Red has no, and the Red it has a link with with us the part, and the link is not useful. The link is 404.
Oh.
It's not linked.
404, yeah.
Date and date again.
Yeah, I will call.
404.
The report usually you can see is what he wants to see.
Yeah. Okay, I got the agenda now. So you work on that one. I think you can develop something that is very meaningful from your research.
Yes, I will add something. And do you think the adaptive method is?
Adaptive method, which is why I do not want to comment that one, depending on your research. But adaptive research do not come up with hypotheses. You talk about hypotheses, right? So adaptive research doesn't test hypotheses. It can lead to theory building, but it doesn't test hypotheses. It will lead to theories, right? And then from the theories you can test hypothesis from it, but not that research. You need a different research to test the hypothesis. So you develop theories. You say theory building, not theory testing. So you don't have hypothesis that coming out from the adaptive research. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I have to go now. Yeah, I got to look into my boy.
Your boy.
You should take care of your boy.
Take care.
Do you think